What's going on, guys? One love out to everybody. We got UFC Fight Night. Burns versus Brady. Predictions breakdown here, guys. Fly through this real quick over there in the Apex, so smaller cage. Only 12 fights in the card. Originally we had, I think, 13, I believe. Marcus McGee versus Zahabi fell off. OSP and Spawn just fell off just recently. And Machino versus Acosta fell off, and Calvin Cater fell off. They switch up the fights. They got Machino versus Cody Durden and Kyle Nelson versus Steve Garcia, right? Fly through this real quick here, guys. Before I get started, hit that thumbs up button. Always hit the thumbs up button, man, so these videos can get out. Also comment on these videos too. Also check out my Patreon account for all my prop plays and my face-off predictions, which I'm going to do that on Friday. What I do, I look at the fighters based on mannerisms, they make weight, just physically, mentally, and spiritually, you know, how they're looking and feeling. I may switch to play, and I put it on my Patreon account, right? You can also donate to my channel, to my PayPal, all right? So let's fly through this real quick here, guys. First fight here. Also, before I get started, though, made some changes. I started to look at the odds now, but what I do my homework. I watch the fights. I check out Instagram or any other site, and I make my decision based off just how I feel the guys look, and just the performance and the stats and all these things, hide and reach, and then I take a look at the odds after at the same time, right? So I do look at the odds after, like, I come up with my prediction. So I'm going to do that with you guys. I'm just going to go through the odds at the, just at the same time, so there won't be any no crazy odd breakdowns any separately, right? So first fighter, we got Žygimantas Ramaška versus Nathan Fletcher. This was originally supposed to be on the other card there, but they fell off. I believe Nathan Fletcher was ill or something like that. Originally I had Fletcher winning the fight, but I'm going to make a switch here, guys. I'm going to make a switch here. So yeah, Fletcher had medical issues. I make a switch here, guys. I'm liking Ramaška here. Ramaška 100% finishing rate, hide and reach advantage. Can get taken down and will be on his back sometimes for the entire round, but he does have submissions off his back. He can strike, scrappy guy. Let me see here. But overall, some of those early fights that I see, he was getting taken down, but obviously his takedown defense has been getting better. But like I said, I was going for Nathan Fletcher originally, but I'm going to switch to Ramaška. I just feel like, he's just a little bit more striking, is a little better than Nathan. He has wrestling, he has jiu-jitsu, but Fletcher is will push more to wrestling. Also weight class 146. I want to say that Nathan is going up in weight, I want to say, or something like that. Let me see. Yeah, originally it's a 135er, and it's going up to a bigger weight class. So yeah. So it was always a 135er. And he fought on the Contender Series, on the Ultimate Fighter 32 against Can Alfie. Lost that fight, so that could be due to, to the weight difference, moving up in weight. You can be fighting bigger guys, man. So against Ramaška here, Ramaška is gonna have the hide and reach over him already. Ramaška can strike. He's pretty technical on the foot, right? I'm liking Ramaška here. But a little bit about Fletcher again, I never really go through him. I did go through him already on another card there. He's well rounded, has a wrestling base. Like I said, he will look to grind and chain wrestle. Striking is just to set up more as wrestling. The striking is not bad, but I do believe Ramaška has better striking here. Like I said, he kind of remind me of a Bryce Mitchell, has that vibe. This kind of striking is not the best, but he makes it work for him. But he's hittable though, can get caught with shots. And like I said, this is a guy that's a 135er, moving up, to 145, you know, which he did on the show, and he's still fighting at 145. So, you know, this guy is a 5'11", you know, this guy's a big frame. This guy probably fights at 155 also. It's a possibility. Yeah, but 154. So he's a guy that fights at 155 also. So this is a big frame guy, man. But I'm gonna go with Ramaška. I'm gonna say Ramaška by KO TKO, guys, in that second round. Not confident, like I said, you know, Ultimate Fighter guys, Contender Series guys, you know, but I'm gonna go with Ramaška. Again, Nathan could win, but I'm liking Ramaška. KO TKO second round. Next fight, we got André Petroski versus Dylan Buka. André, wrestling based, BJJ black belt. Physically strong guy, athletic guy, powerful guy. Let me see here, but he can gas out. But his last fight, he went to a decision against Josh Frame. That didn't look too bad with the cardio, kind of held in there. He didn't look too tired, but he will look for the submission. Also will look for the knockout too, but also he can get hurt on the foot also. His opponent here, Dylan. Dylan seems to have a wrestling base, but will struggle to get the takedowns. You know, I don't know. Will also gas out. Striking is just so. You know, the better guy here, more experienced guy, more proven guy here is André. And the more skilled wrestling is André. So I think André beats him, you know, anywhere the fight goes. I'm liking André. I'm gonna say André by submission in the third round, guys. Quick look at the odds here, guys. I forgot to do that. For these fights, each time I look at the I break the fight stone, I was going to show you guys the odds at the same time. Crazy odds. Let's see here, which I did look at the odds already. I believe Ramaška is an underdog here. I'm liking Ramaška. So we got Ramaška as underdog. It's kind of slight even fight. It could be even by the time the fight starts. But I got Ramaška as a little underdog here, which is, you know, like I said, the fight here, Nathan and Fletcher is pretty much even, and Ramaška and Nathan is kind of even. You know what I'm saying? André is 278. I wouldn't say it's really too high because I don't feel Dylan is on his level. I feel André can beat Dylan in anywhere. You know, and Dylan is not really a striker like that. You know, supposed to be more a wrestler, but sometimes he struggle to get a takedown. He gasses out. I just feel André is going to just take him down and beat him up, in my opinion. So the odds is not too bad on this one. All right, next fight here we got actually, yeah, I'm gonna pick André by submission, guys, in the third round. All right, I just feel with Dylan, like I said, he struggles to get takedown. Dylan will gas out. So we're gonna go with André submission in the third round. Am I confident? Not super confident, not high confidence, you know, like in between, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but, you know, but still be careful though. Like I said, André can get hurt on the foot, but he's supposed to can win this fight though. Next fight here, we got Jacqueline Aromo versus Vanessa Demopoulos. Jacqueline here, BJJ black belt, will look for the submissions. She's going to have a 9-inch of reach, which is massive. And has 2 by knockout, but she's not really known for that power. She's more with ground and pound. You know, not really much of a striker. And striking is not really there much. The fundamentals is not that good. She looks more like to just sometimes just fall to her back. Close the distance on you, not much of a wrestler, don't really shoot like that. Kind of struggles with the takedown. Because the striking is not that good, she will gas out. You know, mostly her submissions are coming off of her back. She will scramble and then reverse the fight if she's on her back. She kind of does that kind of well, right? So she reverse you if you're in her guard, right? She will sweep you and stuff like that. Doesn't really shoot for takedowns, mostly pulls guard, will look for sweeps. Like she transitions well on the ground. Her opponent here, Vanessa. Vanessa is BJJ black belt also. I feel her submission game though is more versatile. You know what I'm saying? She pulled it off from all different angles that you don't even know that that it could be done at. right? Throws heavy strikes. Her strikes is going to be more heavier, pack more power, more elusive, more dog. I would say is Vanessa, right? It's more the woman that's going to push a high pace with the cardio. But she's hittable though. But she still push a high pace though, man, coming forward. Very aggressive, durable, and tough. The odds in this one is bananas. And I had Vanessa, like I said, I picked the fights first and I look at the odds. And when I saw the odds on Jacqueline, I'm like, what the hell? Like, are you freaking kidding me, dude? This is ridiculous. This is crazy odds here, man. There's no way Jacqueline should be no 300, dude. No way, man. No way. Power-wise, she doesn't have it, right? Striking-wise, Jacqueline doesn't have it. Submission-wise and BJJ, okay. But not even wrestling, not even takedowns. Her takedowns, wrestling is not that great. She likes to tie up with you and pull you to the ground. But Vanessa Demopoulos is a black belt in BJJ. And she hits harder. And Vanessa punches harder. More dog, more aggressiveness, more forward pressure, has better cardio. I mean, like I said, man, some of these fights here, even the odd makers, when they make these odds and stuff like that, you have to understand that it's not about them giving you favorites. And you go, oh, favorite. It's about the underdogs hitting. Because that's how you make your money, right? The house will always win. So there is sometimes they know the outcome of the fight and they make the odds in a way where it benefits them. So you can go there now as an outsider, as a majority, and then go pick Jacqueline to win. You know, I'm saying, because in your mind now you're seeing Jacqueline as like, oh man, it's possible. Oh yeah. The odds says this. Okay. But in reality, it's going to be Vanessa that's going to win the fight. And a lot of times they know this. But even though sometimes they may know this, sometimes the person will come out winning though. Like say, you know, that even though they said it like that, knowing that Vanessa is going to win, but Jacqueline comes in and win the fight. So sometimes that does happen. But sometimes when they do it like this, it's not the fact that Jacqueline is going to win the fight. They're making it for Vanessa to win because she's a big underdog. And that's what they do it, knowing that the majority is going to go and pick Jacqueline to win. I'm liking Vanessa for this one, man. And it doesn't make any sense. And the reason why I say this is Vanessa has everything to win this fight. And to make this fight an even fight with Jacqueline. Jacqueline doesn't have the stand-up, doesn't have the power, doesn't have the striking, doesn't have that dog, right? It's not like, you know, it's not like Vanessa doesn't have any ground game. She's a BJJ black belt also. Could Jacqueline BJJ be better? It's a possibility, but she has never been submitted though. And Vanessa has never been submitted. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm liking Vanessa for this one, and I'm gonna tell you this fight here, I would say dog or pass it. I'm liking Vanessa. She's underdog, dog or pass it, man. Don't put Jacqueline in a bunch of parlays, because it's gonna upset, or it could upset. Strong possibility, but I'm liking Vanessa for this one. And the odds on this is totally off. And like I said, they build these cards like this. Not every single card, just like the contender series, the last contender series that just passed. Don't you think they know that 1100 was going to drop the ball and the underdog comes in? Of course they know. Of course they know this. Come on, man. It's if you can catch it, then you catch it. If you can feel it, you can see it, feel it, then you're good. This one I can feel and see that this is off. Now, can Jacqueline win? Of course she can win. Of course. I'm not denying that. Of course she could win. Anybody have a chance, but it's the odds that doesn't look right here. It raises a red flag, because Vanessa has a great chance of pulling off this win. That's why I'm going with her for the win. I'm gonna say Vanessa by like a split decision, guys. All right. Next fight, we got Gabriel Santos versus Yiza. I think I pronounced that right. Gabriel here. Hold on here. Gabriel Santos versus Yiza. Gabriel here, he's a well-rounded dude. Skilled guy, actually. I know he lost twice in a row, but his losses are against tough guys. Went to split decision against Lauren Murphy, which is, you know, I mean, to go split decision with Lauren Murphy is good, which I feel like he could have even won that fight too. You know what I'm saying? Some people felt that he won. I thought he kind of could have won that fight, right? Got killed by Namo. You know, like I said, he lost to both skilled guys, and what I see from him, he doesn't look bad, man. His ground game is pretty good. His striking is pretty good. It's pretty legit. He's durable. He comes to fight. His opponent here, Yiza will mix it up. You know, a lot of forward pressure. Will look to wrestle and have a submission game on him. This guy is not bad, but like I said, you know, look at some of these guys' records. A lot of fights in road to UFC. You know, they don't really fight nobody really. I feel that Gabriel fought tough competition, and I feel Gabriel's a skill, even though his record looks like that is 0-2 in UFC, but he's more skilled than what his record looks like. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this guy has a good chance of beating Yiza. Right, so I'm gonna go with Gabriel. I'm gonna say Gabriel by decision because Yiza is not bad, but I'm not confident though, guys. All right, so Gabriel Santos by decision. Next fight here we have André Lima versus Felipe dos Santos. This one's a tough one here. Lima is a decent striker, man. Muay Thai kickboxing base, and I have a lot of Muay Thai fights. Heavy leg kicks. We look for knockout. BJJ black belt. Don't really have no submissions though. He can get taken down, but will scramble back up. He will also look for takedowns too. Can sometimes get inactive when you start to put a pressure on him. He will start to slow down. And that fight against Igor, I felt Igor was winning until Igor beat him. It just doesn't make any sense. You win the fight and you go back the guy and then get disqualified. I don't know. Felipe here though, man. That's why it's good to watch footages, man. But Felipe, you're gonna have a 3-inch of reach. Dog, man. Push forward. Will let his hands go. He can get taken down though. That's the issue. And he gets taken down pretty easily, man. He gets taken down pretty easily. But he's scrambled back up where you can keep chain wrestling him down. Push a high pace. He's flat-footed though. Very flat-footed. And his fight IQ is not good. No. Originally, I was going for Santos here to win, but after watching videos, that's why it's good to watch the fights all over again, just to refresh your memory, just to see how these guys move, man. And what I see from Felipe, he's aggressive, looks good, but he leaves a lot of openings, man. Kind of wild, flat-footed. I can see Lima tearing up those calves, man, tearing up his foot. I can see even Lima taking him down, man. Even though he throws wild shots, but he's flat-footed. He's too flat-footed, dude. And Lima's going to tear up his calf, pick him apart, man. Take him down, rinse and repeat, man. That's why I'm liking Lima. I was going for Santos originally. This is before I watch footages. Because I always look at the fight first and go, oh, yeah, I think this is a good fight for Santos. Just based off his last fight there with Manel Cape. But after I watch footages and just refresh my memory, I'm like, no way, man. I'm liking Lima. I'm going to go Lima by decision, guys. But Santos may have a chance here. But I'm not sure how, though. If Lima is moving around, picking his shot, and Santos is so flat-footed, and he's just winging punches, his chin is open, he can get taken down. Nah, man. Lima by decision, guys. But I'm not confident. Quick look at the odds here. If I got to do that, I'm not used to looking at the odds like that. Santos is 250. Damn. This is Gabriel Santos here, guys. Man, I'm not. Man, I disagree with that because Zai is pretty good fighter, man. So be very careful. I feel like odds and Gabriel Santos is way too high, bro. This should be a more close to even. You can make Gabriel maybe a little bit of favorite, but this is too high, man. Because Zai is not a bad fighter, dude. He's well-rounded. His wrestling is pretty good. His takedowns are good. But Santos on the ground is like a magician, man. He pulls off some crazy submissions, and you know, the guy is a pretty good fighter. Like I said, you know, even though his record is 0-2, but he's a good fighter. But yeah, be careful with this one though. Odds and Gabriel Santos is too high. André Lima and Felipe dos Santos got Lima 175, 190. This one is not so bad, but Santos may have a chance here, but I just can't see him, man. Just by watching the footages all over again and how Santos move flat like that and he can get taken down, I feel Andre should win. So the odds on this is not too bad, guys. Alright. Next fighter, guys, we got Isaac Dulgarian versus Brandon Marat. This fighter is a blowout, guys. Don't even worry about even playing this fight. I mean, can Isaac get tired again? It's a possibility, but 100% finishing rate, wrestling base, chain wrestle. I mean, after second round, seems like he could gas out, but he usually finishes all his fights in the first round. His fight against Christian Rodriguez went to a split decision. People say that Isaac won it, but I mean, it is what it is, you know what I mean? All first round finishes. His wrestling is okay, in my opinion. Like I said, the way how he's looking in that third, just gassing out like that, it does not a good look. But the guy is still a skill. You know, he's a finisher. He will ground and pound you. You know, he will put you down, ground and pound. He will look for submission. Mostly ground and pound. Striking is kind of okay. Most of the setup is wrestling. His wrestling is very explosive. With Brendan here, Brendan has a big frame on him. He's a pretty big guy, man. We look to strike, aggressive forward pressure, but nothing really don't really stand out with this guy. You know, nothing really stand out. You know. But if Isaac gets tired, you know, anybody will look great against, you know, a guy that's like, you know, he's gassing out, and the guy that's gassing out is very good, but the other guy just not that great. But the fact that the guy that's good skill is gassing out, you know, the guy that's not great will capitalize on that because you can't breathe, can't fight. So yeah, Brandon does have a chance. I know the odds is freaking high, but it's like some kind of plus 1200. You know what I mean? So at least underdog is Brandon is plus 1200 and favorite 2400, negative 2400 for Isaac, dude. It's like a blowout, man. So we're saying our first round KO TKO ground and pound, right, from Isaac. That's what it looks like. And what I see from Brendan is just nothing stands out. I feel Isaac has fought tougher fighters, and Brendan is like nothing really stands out. He can get taken down, dude, especially in the first round. His striking is, he pushed forward and very aggressive, but Isaac will get him down. And Isaac has good enough wrestling to do that. So Isaac should win this fight. KO TKO first round, ground and pound, guys. But with odds like this, like I always say, man, whenever you see odds looking like this, what I always say, dog or pass it, man. I wouldn't put Isaac in any parlays. If there's anything, throw Brendan in there. But I feel that Isaac should win this fight, though. You know what I'm saying? So be very careful with it, guys. Like I said, you should even parlay it. Don't even do nothing with it. Just dog or pass it. You know, that's pretty much it. But Isaac should win, though. All right. Next fight here we have where we at? We have Rong Zhu versus Chris Padilla Taco. Rong Zhu here returned to UFC. He's returning to the UFC. Got better. Takedown defense got better from what I see. Heavy hitter. I feel like he's a more technical guy here. Striking. Fundamentals are better. But ground game could be even, or maybe Pandela could have a better ground game as far as submission is concerned. A lot of forward pressure. Very aggressive guy here, man. This guy is pretty skilled. Like I said, he's on a good win in here. You know, was in the UAE Warriors. You know, fighting Felipe Maya. You know, so he's not just fighting all guys from other Asia, right? So he's, you know, he's picking up fights in other organizations too, not just Road to UFC and Wilf Wars. Pandela here, striking, in my opinion, he's not that great. He's very hittable. kind of flat-footed, but we'll look for takedowns, we'll look to tie up, pin against the cage, dirty box you, and we'll look for submissions, and so submissions are nasty, man. Heavy ground and pound, though, that's where most of the striking is coming from. Put you down and ground and pound you. Striking fundamental, like I said, is not good, but he uses it to set up his takedowns or just to grind on you against the cage. But he's a dog, though, right? So you can't really count this guy, or guys like this that's gonna come in there and push a high pace, don't get tired. You know, we look for any way to win. It's very dangerous. I'm gonna go with Rong Zhu, though. I'm gonna say Rong Zhu by KO TQ in the second round, guys. But I'm gonna say 50-50, and the odds on him is -250, which, and can Chris win? Of course he can win. He could submit to Rong Zhu. So Rong Zhu been submitted a couple of times already. If I'm not wrong, I believe he's been submitted 4 times. And a guy like Chris Padella, who's known to submit, you can't count guys like that out. You know what I mean? So yeah. I feel the odds is a little too high, but I'll give Rong Zhu the favorite, though. But I wouldn't have him at 200 and something, because it's still a chance, man. But most likely Rong Zhu will win, but he's been submitted, I believe, like 4 times. I could be wrong. And Chris Padella has been submitted 4 times, man. This guy has 15 by KO TKO, so I believe Chris been knocked out maybe twice. 1 time, been submitted twice. So it's a fight where Rong Zhu gotta be careful of his neck. Don't get caught up in a rear naked choke or something like that, right? So it's a live. I mean, Pandela taco is live for submission, for upset. Believe me on that. Submission upset. Be careful. I feel the odds and this one is too high. It should be close to even. You know what I'm saying? You could give Rong Zhu a little favorite, small, but very close to even, because Chris could get a submission, guys. All right, but I'm liking Rong Zhu by KO TKO second round. Next fight here, guys, we have Trevor Peek versus Yanel Asmoz. Trevor Peek here, man, I would say the more experienced guy, as far as like people who he has fought and lost to. Okay, maybe you're not really losing, you're learning. Wrestling base. Let me see here. I would say he's more a dog, more a brawler. Very durable guy. Take a lot of hits though. Very hittable. Fundamental wise, striking, not the great. Kind of winging shots, leave himself open. Not the best fight IQ, but still pushes a high freaking pace, dude. And he's on you all 3 rounds. You know, even if he's getting tired, he's still hanging in there. And he fought some tough guy like Cheppy Marscal, Charlie Campbell, you know, fought a couple of tough guys coming off the Contender Series. As far as Yanel is concerned, Yanel broke his hand there in his last fight against Chris Duncan, and I think first round, so he wasn't looking too good in the other rounds, but an orthodox striking, spinning heel, kind of have a Kyokushin, kind of Sambo kind of vibe with him. We look for takedowns, but he will gas though, man. And if he can't finish the fight, yeah, like I said, he will gas if he can't finish the fight. You know, his fundamentals, in my opinion, are better. You know, but I feel he would break under that pressure, though. I feel that Peek can break him just off of experience and pushing a higher pace. You know what I'm saying? He sprint and catches Patterson with a left counter. You know, so he caught him with that. If he can't catch Peek and knock him out, which Peek has never been finished, it can be a long night, a short night. Actually, a short night for Yanel. But even though I don't feel like this fight is going to be you know, like a KOT or anything like that, because I do believe that Yanel is still tough. You know, Peek is tough too. But I mean, it can be one of those nights where just like Peek is just like grinding and grinding, pushing a high pace, pushing against the cage, just winging punches. And even though that Yanel is landing shots, you know, there's nothing to hurt Peek, and then Peek's gonna keep coming. You know what I mean? So that's the thing, and it's gonna be one of those like grindy fights. I don't really trust to pick Yanel in this fight. You know, I don't really trust him too much. I mean, for what I see from him, his striking is good, and fundamental wise, his technique wise, he's good. But it's the heart, it's the the experienced dog to keep going. I don't feel like he can keep going at that pace. I feel Peek is gonna outwork him, and that's the issue. You know, if he had that striking which he do have it in a kind of way, but he has to do it quick. He has to get it quick in the first, and if he doesn't, how is the fight gonna look? He's gonna look like Trevor Peek is all over him. He will be like hitting him with hammer fist on his head. He's gonna push him against the cage and be going for takedowns, He's gonna be chasing him every single way. He's gonna be throwing techniques, and he's gonna be landing, but maybe not as powerful. You know, maybe he's not gonna do as much damage. You know what I'm saying? He may clip him, maybe not even knock him down, but or even he may through the technique and knock out Peek. I mean, Peek get knocked out for the first time. There's a strong possibility. But I'm gonna go with Peek here, guys. I'm going to go Peek by decision, and I'm not confident here, and 50-50, guys. Zero confidence in this fight, because this fight should be even, in my opinion. And it is even because I saw it already, but let me see here. Yeah, even fight. They got Peek as a small favorite, but it's even. So it could either go Yanal or Peek. I said Peek is very hittable, but it's the fact that he's a dog, he has a little more experience, he can push the high pace and take a lot of beating and keep coming forward with a guy like Yanel, who is a sniper, and if he can knock out Peek, he knocks him out, but he has to do this quickly, and if he's not able to do it in the first round, then the fight's going to prolong, and it's just one of those fights where a prolong like that, just not going to look good, in my opinion. Shows you he has some third round knockouts, you know, but and there's some second round knockouts here, or some guillotine chokes too. So yeah, I mean, he has some finishes here, but I don't know, man. I just don't feel comfortable picking him, you know. I just don't feel like he can carry that pace. I feel that high pace pressure is gonna cause him to break. So I'm going with Peek. Like I said, Peek by a decision, guys. I'm not confident. Next fight here, guys. We have Matt Chanel versus Cody Durden. Chanel here will look for submission. Striking is okay, but he's just so hittable, man. This guy is very hittable now. You know, been not getting knocked out back to back. Steve Erceg, Matas Nikolai. You know, he's just not durable. But he has a submission chance, so it's just that he's just not durable. Over time, you're taking a lot of damage like that. Doesn't take much anymore to put a person out, right? Durden short notice, but Cody Durden is the guy is durable. Got knocked out his last fight there, but he didn't go all the way out. But that's his first time getting knocked out. The only thing that he's been submitted a couple of times, so that's matching path to victory would probably be the submission. But Durden is dangerous, heavy boxing, good wrestling, good submission game himself, and the guy is durable. So I mean, I feel Durden has a better chance than Matt Chanel does just because of durability. So I'm going to go with Durden. I'm going to say Durden by KO TQ in that first round. And I'm not too confident because, like I said, Chanel could get a submission. It's possible if he has a submission chance. But I don't really see it. I do feel that Durden should get the win here. And the odds on Durden is like 300. And even though Chanel is not durable, you know, he gets hurt easily and get knocked out. I kind of disagree with the odds in this one too. I mean, Matt Chanel does have a path to victory, which is a submission chance, because Durden can get submitted. So I wouldn't be so high on Durden, man, to be honest with you. I'd be careful when I see odds like this against guys that have experience though, and their skill, even though it may not be as durable, but they could have a chance, man, because they're skilled. You feel what I'm saying? You could come to this fight and just don't get knocked out and get a submission. It's possible. So be careful with it, okay? Next fight here, guys. We have Kyle Nelson versus Steve Garcia. Nelson here, I believe Garcia is short notice, right? I don't know how long of a short notice he is. But, yeah. Supposed to be Kevin Carter. Nelson here is a well-rounded guy, man. Improved over the years, heavy hitter. Can get well, stiff at the movement. He is hittable, but he's heavy with the punches, especially the overhand. So if he connects, he can knock you out, man. Garcia, on the other hand, is a pretty good fighter, man. this guy can fight, especially when he goes in the pocket and let his hands go. He risk it, but he risks a chance of him getting knocked out too, right? Remember, in transition, when you're throwing punches, that's where you can get countered, because you're letting yourself open. You're leaving yourself open now by delivering strikes, wild strikes, 1, 2, 3 combinations, and your chin is right there to get hit. I feel like with Steve Garcia, he faced tougher competition, man. He faced the guys he faced are tough, and he finishing them. You know what I'm saying? Xing Wu Choi, Masco Costa, Shalin Narabek, even Chase Hooper. Chase Hooper is not an easy guy to beat, especially with his grappling. You know what I mean? So Chepe Mariscal, he beat that guy, and Chepe is a bad dude, man. He actually knocked him out, finished him, knees and elbows. And Chepe is a bad dude. You know, Chepe is on a big fight win streak and looking great. You know, he's looking very, very good. You know what I mean? So I'm liking, give it as a short notice, I'm liking Garcia. I feel Garcia is just, he just has improved more. You know, and he wants it more. He's improved more. He got more to prove here. You know what I mean? And I feel his striking is better, his movement. You know, Nelson's very flat-footed. You know, and Garcia's in and out. His boxing is sharp, crisp. He packed power, but Nelson packed power too. So this is a fight where if Garcia go in there and let it go, either guy can go out. But I'm going to go Garcia. I'm going to say Garcia by KO TKO in that second round. But I ain't confident, because if he lets it loose and Nelson counters over the top, it's lights out. And Garcia been knocked out 1 time. I believe Nelson been knocked out 2 times. Could be wrong about that. So, and Garcia can also wrestle and look for submissions. And Nelson used to struggle with that, but he got better with the takedown defense. You know what I mean? So, been knocked out 1 time, he submitted once. 13 by KO TKO, 0 submissions. Okay, he has no submissions, so he doesn't really look for submissions. I thought he did though, but he doesn't. Been knocked out twice, so I was right. I'm going with Garcia. I'm gonna say Garcia by KO TKO in that second round, guys. But I'm not confident by the same fact I mentioned. You know, is that if he goes in there just swinging, can get caught in between, man. And Nelson has been looking good lately. All right. Next fight here, we got the Jessica 100 versus Natália Silva. This fight right here, man, and I saw the odds in it already. Like I said, I break the fight down first, and I make my decision. And when I'm breaking it down, in my mind, I'm like, Natália Silva is good, and I like her. Good prospect, skill, striking, and everything like that. Very technical, the movement, footwork, stuff from the outside, has a taekwondo base, in and out movement, blitzing, pop back out, and avoid strikes. But when you look at her record, or you look at who she fought, she hasn't really fought nobody, really. At least not like Jessica. Nowhere close to Jessica. Vivica Rojo was putting that pressure on her a little bit, though. And you can see in the first round, Silva was kind of hesitant to let go. Maybe she was trying to get her distance and try to get her timing right? But she was hesitant, kind of nervous to let her moves go. She wasn't really letting anything go. She was getting put against the cage and getting beat up, right? Against Rojo. Now, I noticed that the more experienced woman, she can't finish them with her strikes. She's unable to. But people like Victoria, you know, it's easy because Victoria is a lower level. So Victoria is a lower level than her as far as skill wise, and we saw that, you know, against Wang, and that's everybody she fights, she getting knocked out. You know what I'm saying? So that's a fight where, you know what I'm saying, it's a low level fight, and she's more experienced. So obviously she's supposed to knock her out. Same thing with this Teresa Bledo, the same exact thing. Jasmine Juzovicius different, because Jasmine is a dog and tough and gonna keep pushing forward. So the people know that she's knocking out, you know, she's supposed to do that. She lost to Marina Rodriguez. So this is the thing I'm trying to say here, is that she's good, but I don't feel that she has fought like anybody like Jessica before. She never faced that. Maybe some little parts and like, you know, maybe some looks in some of these fighters, like, you know, Viviano, she may see a little bit of that, but not at that level. Maybe from Jasmine, she may see a little bit of that. Maybe from André Lee, you know, maybe a little bit. But Jessica is a dog, man, and super veteran, 115, 125, 125 weight class, pack a lot of power. Fought everybody, dude. She fought everybody. JJ Andrich, Joanna Joshchek, Tatiana Suarez, Yan, Lauren Murphy, Vanilla, Valentina, Buclada Gadello, Tisha Torres. She fought everybody, bro. She fought everybody from all different weight classes. Now, the thing I'm trying to say here is that this is going to be a small cage, right? And she's flat-footed at times, but she moves in and out quick, though. She covers distance fast. And what I see from Silva, she is good in and out movement. But Jessica has fought a lot of girls like Silva. Jessica has faced that already. You know, Chichenko, them, and Joanna Joshchek and all these other fighters. And she has faced that kind of kickboxing, striking like that in and out footwork. So she knows what it looks like. Silva hasn't really faced somebody like Jessica. So this is a test for Silva, right? This is a risky one here, man. And the odds are nuts. The odds are bananas. And like I said, they will set it up like that. You know, the odds are bananas, bro. Where is it at? Odds are freaking bananas, bro. Where is it at? Where is it at? Trevor Peek, Brandon. Odds are freaking bananas, bro. Odds is like, I believe Silver's at 300, negative 300. That's nuts. That's nuts, man. That is crazy right there. And the reason why I'm saying that is crazy because Jessica has faced girls like Silva, and this is Silva kind of like getting a test here. But what I see from Silva, sometimes she's slow in the beginning of the fights. She can't find that timing, that range right. And if she can't find that in the beginning against Jessica, Jessica's gonna sprint on her. She's gonna burst in that apex cage, small cage. You're gonna come forward and apply that experience on her, that dog on her. And I see it against Roja in that first round. She was like, she couldn't find it, and she looked nervous. She looked lost in there for that first round until she found her timing into the second. If she's unable to find it and get the movement on, she's gonna be in problems. And like I said, with Silva, she doesn't really knock out or finish these experienced fighters. She's knocking out people that's supposed to get knocked out who's below her level. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. This fight here, Natália Silva at 300, that's nuts because Jessica has a great chance of winning this fight just based off of power, strength advantage, experience. She has seen Silva before many times in different fighters. Joanna Joshchek, Valentina Chichenko, you know, all the other ones that she fought with movements like similar to that Silva have. She's seen that already, right? This fight here is the odds are off. The odds are off, man. I've been very careful, and I'm gonna say, yeah, you can put Silva in. Well, I would say dog or pass this one, especially for a woman fight though. Like what we see with most of the women fight. You know, always you pick the Silva and then Jessica win. You know, you go pick Jacqueline and Vanessa win, right? You know what I'm saying? It always happens like that. And from what I see here, just from stylistic matchup and breaking down the fights and watching footages, Vanessa, she's supposed to gonna win this fight, have a great chance of winning. That's why I have her. Now with this fight here, Silva have a better chance of winning, but can she keep that pace and don't get hurt with Jessica punches when Jessica come forward? Because a smaller cage, you know, remember that this is apex cage, smaller cage, man. Is she able to can take those shots without getting knocked out or being under pressure or lose her composure, lose her confidence? Because like I said, first round she started kind of slow, especially against a Roja, which a Roja is experienced, but Roja doesn't have that aggression or that strength of what Jessica have. Nowhere, man. And I feel Jessica hits harder. And Jessica is more experienced, dude. It's a no-brainer. This is a test for Silva, but I'm not sure if she can pass it, man. And especially at this odd, hell no. So this is a dog or pass. And I'm basing this fight off of because Jessica can get flat-footed. And if Silva can sit down on those strikes, she could land some good technique. Even if she go backwards, she can still land some good counters, you know, because she's good on the counter striking. But the cage is small, and Jessica can cut her off. Pin her against the cage, pick her up, and put her down, and beat her up, rinse and repeat, or just keep applying that pressure where Silva can't get off like she wants to. And what happened that she start throwing too much punches and too many techniques, good techniques, but they're not doing no damage. And if you can do the damage and you can't stop the opponent, then what's going to happen? You're going to start gassing up because you're doing the movement and you're trying to avoid as much as you can, but there's just so much that you can avoid. And in the Aruja fight with Silva, Aruja was touching her up a little bit. It was connecting and putting her against the cage and pinning her up. What do you think Jessica is going to do? Jessica has fought a lot of girls like Silva before. She's seen that. But Silva has never seen anything like Jessica with that aggression, that strength, that forward pressure, that dog, and smaller cage. I'm going to go with Silva. And the reason why I go with Silva because there's a slight little tiny thing in me saying that because of the flatness of Jessica, the reach and everything like that, she may can land some techniques. She may can land techniques on the outside and probably win off her points. Maybe get a little split decision. It's a possibility. But I'm not confident in it, man, at all, man. And I do feel like Jessica can win the fight, man. And based off the odds too, I do believe Jessica can win the fight. Possibly even by a knockout, second round knockout for Jessica. Possibly even first round. I'm going to go Silva though. I'm going to say Silva by split, but I'm not confident. And yeah, and if it goes decision, which it probably could or may not, Jessica could also get the split. Like I said, Jessica could get second round KO TKO. This is a fight here where I feel that the odds is totally off, man. And I would say dog or pass it. Remember I said that. Do not put Natália Silva in any of your parlays because she could kill it. Remember I tell you that. Alright? Okay, let's move on, guys. I'm picking Silva based off of movement. Based off the timing. With Jessica, she get flat at times. But she does cover distance quickly. You know, and with Natália, she is skilled, but she has never faced somebody like Jessica. And that's the whole thing. I'm not sure if she can pass this test. It's a big step up for her. I'm not sure if she can pass it, especially in a smaller cage like that. Bigger cage, maybe. But we see what happened, though. Give up Burns versus Sean Brady. Burns are a very experienced guy, skill. BJJ black belt, decent striking, but I don't see Burns getting any better. Actually, I see him kind of slight decline. Not a lot. But he's still skilled, though. We look for takedowns. We look to wrestle. But he's still coming off a lot of injuries. He just doesn't look like he's getting better. You know what I'm saying? These are the guys like Brady are improving. You know, they're learning from the losses. Had a good win there against Kevin Gastelum. You know, so Brady is improving. Good wrestling base, good takedowns, decent striking. His striking, I said decent striking though, but his striking at times, he is hittable. And he can get hurt in the foot, man. But when he was fighting Bilal, he was winning that fight until he lost by punches. But this is a guy here that will wear on you though. And like I said, Burns is good and is experienced, but I just feel Burns is not getting any better. I feel like he's on a slight decline, and I feel Brady is kind of like coming into himself. And Brady's a good prospect. So I'm going to go Brady here. I'm going to say Brady by decision, guys. But I'm slightly confident, but not too much. You know, I don't like to say I'm confident in these fights because these fights can go anywhere. These guys come prepared, put the work in, make weight. do the training. You know what I'm saying? So they come in here, you know, they're supposed to can, you know, not supposed to, but anything can happen, I should say, right? So that's just how it is, man. Fights that I'm maybe kind of more sure in. Maybe Andre, a little sure with Andre fight here. Maybe the Isaac fights. What's the high odds in that? Not really much, man. Yeah, man, it's very, very little fights here that I'm kind of confident with, guys, because the guys I'm here, they're matched up very, very well, and both people have chances to win, even though the odds on them are super high, like in Jacqueline, but Vanessa has a great chance of winning. Same thing here with Silva and Andre. You know, I feel like Andre is like super experienced, man, super veteran, and it's not like she's done. You know what I'm saying? Like she's like at the end of her career. Even going by the age, she's like, age is a number though, but she's like 32, and it's not like she's at the end. You know what I mean? It's like she's like a can. You know, her resume is freaking, even though she lost, but I remember I say a loss is a learning lesson. She learning against some good freaking fighters, and even went to decision with them too. So yeah, man, play at your own risk here, guys. We will drop in the face-offs on my Patreon account, and that's about it right there, man, guys. Play at your own risk. That's it. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs ups, leave the comments down below, and that's about it right there. You guys keep on kicking, and fights that could be upsets have a great chance of being an upset. I'm just gonna share that with you guys. Yanel underdog. Yanel could win. Small underdog. Chris Perdue could win. I was gonna say Brendan, but I doubt it though. But you never know though. Yiza could win. Vanessa most definitely can win, which I have her as an underdog. I have Ramaška, which I have as an underdog also. I feel Durden should win. And definitely Jessica 100 can win for sure. For sure. And Nelson may have a chance if they start to brawl in the middle. Puncher's chance, but I feel Steve is a better fighter. So I would say Jessica has a chance here. Big chance. Huge chance. Dog or pass. Ramaška, Vanessa. I'm going to give it the ones that I feel like strong possibility. Yanel. Maybe Santos. And that's about it. The other ones have a chance to, but you know, it's not strong. You know, it's not like to that extent like a Vanessa. I feel Vanessa really has a strong possibility to win this fight. And also with 100, with Jessica, it's a strong chance too, right? So that's it right there, guys. You guys keep on kicking. One love out to everybody. And